I'm I'm up in this beautiful part of the country to bring some more awareness to the, the the very real threats that are facing the Great Barrier Reef at the moment, and I'm I'm very concerned that with the attitude of our government and our multinational coal corporations, that they are lacking responsibility in ensuring that the reef is there for our future generations. And I really don't want to leave this planet without leaving a decent legacy for my kids and your kids. And so the rally we have today is all about bringing awareness to people and making sure that the Great Barrier Reef is there forever. Because let's face it, the Great Barrier Reef belongs to everybody. It doesn't belong to the government. So let's all pull together and look after it. It's a beautiful place. To Abbott Point coal terminal, where the government's okayed a decision that was actually originally not supported by the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority. However, the decision from the government has been that the dumping of toxic spoil in the World Heritage listed area will go ahead, and I don't believe that we have any right at all to dump our rubbish in our beautiful ocean. I think it's disgusting.
That comment you made about the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority not really wanting that to happen, was that decision public?
No, Colin. That decision wasn't made public. However, we did get copies of that proposal from the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, and what it was that late in 2013 they actually recommended to the government that the spoil from the harbour dredging shouldn't be dumped in the ocean, and there were other alternatives, and so they recommended those to the government. But the government, in their wisdom, decided to ignore that and okay the dumping in the Great Barrier Reef. And possibly one of the worst things about that is that the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority then reversed their decision and gave approval for what the government recommended, which to me indicates that the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority is simply a puppet of the government.
What's your main objection to dredging, Bob?
Well, look, Colin, as you know, we're not against progress. I mean, progress is something that's going to take place anyway, over a period of time. However, progress has to be done with proper monitoring things in place so that we get the best outcome both for industry and for the environment. And my major concern, I guess, with the industrialisation of the coastal strip is that we are now living in the 21st century. We're supposed to be a modern world country. We have some of the best scientists in the world, researchers, and all of that science and research says don't use the ocean as a rubbish dump. And quite often, a reasonable amount of this material that's taken out of the harbour is quite toxic. The other issue that, in sort of connection with dumping in the ocean, is that much of the research now is indicating that this spoil that's been dumped out there is carried by tides and currents and adverse weather conditions as well, and it can. It can travel a long way, and so I'd like the government to actually take notice of the researchers and the scientists who recommend that dumping of rubbish in our ocean is a thing of the past. It is your environment, but you're probably going to have to fight for it.